what irony or what?
Sorry?
What's your name again?
In front.
You're marching in front of us.
Yeah, we hope so.
What's your name again?
We have enough people.
What's your name again? And who? What are you representing? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name and who you're representing?
That's a bit intrusive.
Yeah, well, we're in public.
So, you know, you don't have to be afraid.
What do you have any?
We're not afraid of you.
Are you denouncing? Can you denounce the assaults?
This is Parents'
Can you?
Day, actually.
Can you please denounce the assaults?
That's why we'd like to continue at Parents' Day.
Yeah, we're protecting the innocence of children.
Why you're here.
We're protecting the innocence of children.
I can't even hear you because he's yelling.
Are you here to protect the innocence of children?
Hey everybody, how you doing today? Are you here to protect the innocence of children? That's what we're here for. Gender affirming surgery for minors is not a good look, guys. So counter protesters are back in full effect. There's a few of them now. It's what time do we got now? It's 11:53. So we're here protecting parental rights and preserving the innocence of all children. These guys are here for the opposite. They like to hop up kids on pharmaceutical drugs and chop their perfectly healthy body parts off before their brains have had time to fully develop. Okay, well, what are you here for then? You can answer some questions if you'd like.
Yeah. No, we're not.
We're here to start civil. We're here to start civil discussions and engage.
All right.
We're gonna turn the tide here. Okay, see you later, guys. Thanks for coming out. Make sure you do your stretches before the big march, eh?
Yeah, and you won't be leading our march.
You're not leading any march. This is our march. You can counter protest on the side.
You have an entire month
Hey.
to yourself. Let us have
You have an entire year to yourself. Oh, and by the way, one more thing. Any offense with the mask on in public is an indictable offense, just so you know, okay? Just throwing it out there. There. Here they come to save the day. The violators of violence.
You know what you're doing is wrong. Yeah.
GCTV.
Counter protesters starting to show up in full effect. They think they're trying to take over the march now. I don't think so. So let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi to the Anti-Hate Coalition.
Oh, it's this fucking guy again.
How's the Anti-Hate Coalition doing?
How's your YouTube channel doing?
Not too bad.
Right on.
Are you filled with hate-filled nonsense today? Are you here to protect the innocence of children, or the opposite?
We're here to convince you guys you've been duped, actually, and that
We've been duped. Oh, do you
Yes.
think children can be born in the wrong body?
that's hard to say. Not for me
Do
to
you think
say.
minors can consent to puberty blocker? Do you think they should be chopping their perfectly healthy body parts off for their brains have had time to fully develop?
I'm not going to answer your question here.
Why not?
Because I'd rather actually turn this to a class-focused thing, where it's actually
Class?
the owning class against
Oh.
us, the working class.
Oh, is this? Oh, okay. So you've been obviously indoctrinated.
Okay, whatever.
So what are you here for?
Yeah, I'm here to try to change some people's minds.
Oh, about
hopefully.
what? What are you trying to change my mind towards? Do you want to see? I see.
That we're actually our interests are shared. We should be working together to.
I don't. I think gender affirming care is child abuse. Do you?
No.
No, you don't.
No.
On minors before they. What time do you think do you think gender affirming care is appropriate for minors?
Not sure.
You don't know, eh?
Probably is.
And these guys aren't very good at answering questions, but they like causing trouble and interrupting. When these guys have their gatherings, you don't see us counter. They're trying to take over there. Oh, they're marching in front of us. I don't think so. This is our march. March against for the protection of parental rights and the preservation of all innocence of all children. These guys are here for the opposite. They don't even know. These guys are low to no info libos. Okay? Low to no info. Well, dude, you're on the wrong side. Then, if you think you're smart, get over here. I appreciate you coming over and us having because I don't get a chance to have a civil discussion with anyone from your side too often. I appreciate that.
I don't like
because
strong division. I think there's
I appreciate you. Can I get a Knuckles?
Yeah.
Knuckles, see that? Like on joint camera. There's immunity there.
To understand.
Yes, like in my personal opinion, I videotape in Guelph. You might have seen me around. I'm the Guelph citizen. I'm known as maybe public enemy #1 by this crew over here. I just want to let you know and maybe let them know that I have no ill will towards anyone. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-lesbian. I'm anti. Just let the kids grow up. Let them learn the life skills. Let them be taught the right things they need to because life is tough. Thick skin wins in this world. And I feel like everyone's becoming a little too soft, and like when you're confusing and manipulating children into thinking they're born wrong and convincing them to hate their bodies and confuse, like they already have enough to worry about as kids. Like let's just keep it as simple as possible.
I understand
wanting to keep it simple and like the debate over puberty blockers and stuff, I think the messaging on the website for this particular event is it's more extreme than that, isn't it?
Well, you know what? Whoever's organizing this event like that, I'm just kind of, I'm not a group guy. Like, I do my own thing. I'm just here protecting what I'm, you know, so whatever their message is not necessarily our whole message.
Yeah.
They're just the main organizers of this march for everywhere.
So you say that you're in support of children's education around these things, right?
Yes.
And that's different than
like when it comes to birds and the bees, like what I was taught when I grew up in high school, we were taught the birds and the bees, like how to procreate, like the basic stuff in life, and that I think that's essential to learn as a child. But other than that, like sexuality and what gender you are and all this other nonsense is just confusing and
I don't know why you refer to it as nonsense.
Because it is.
It's
gender
data, right? If we're talking about science.
I have a multitude. I have Miriam Grossman's for 45 years. She's been a gender therapist. It's proper guidance and therapy, not drugs and surgeries. This is the way I feel.
Are you interested in exchanging ideas, or are you interested
of course.
in talking over me?
No, I'm sorry. I ramble a lot. I apologize. That's and honestly, you're gonna notice that too, guys. I interrupt people a lot, and I don't do it on purpose. I ramble on a lot, and it's a big thing I'm working on. So I apologize.
Okay, so there's studies showing that children that are born trans that are transgender are more likely to commit suicide because they're not educated.
That's been debunked. I have the evidence. Yes, I have the evidence for that. It has been 100% debunked. 100%. 100%. That has been 100% debunked. We can discuss that. I have the evidence, not with me, obviously, but that's like I would love to. Hey, because I'm going to start doing a podcast. If you want, like a person like you, I think we can sit down for at least an hour or two and just just go back and forth and try and get to some common ground. Because I think that's what we need because right now there's too much of a divide between these two groups. We need to come to some sort of.
I think there's room for subtlety, but I don't think.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't think there's anything. There's no such thing as a transgender kid.
Okay, if you don't like talking about data and science.
No, I do, but there's no such thing as a transgender kid, though.
There certainly is.
No, there's not.
There certainly is.
No, there's not. There's mentally ill adults that are confusing and manipulating children.
There's actual brain scans.
It's called gender.
Differences.
No, it's a mental illness that needs to be treated with proper guidance and therapy, not drugs and surgeries.
That's really rough.
Well, you're advocating for irreversible public puberty blockers. They are irreversible with cross-sex hormones, and they typically don't just do the.
I think the fact that we have the science available for people
you have to follow the money. Who's being paid? Who makes the financial incentives off gender affirming surgery? It's $100,000 guaranteed. It's an industry, man. They're just making money. Follow the money. They are messing all these kids up. You're chopping perfectly. No, you're not. No, you're increasing suicide rates. It's increasing. So the evidence is coming out now. This is you're chopping perfectly healthy body parts off of kids before their brains by time to fully develop. You're hopping up on big pharma drugs. Big pharma is bad news all around. Let's not even get into the vaccines.
I think there's when we're arguing about facts.
Transgender. Okay, what is a transgender child?
How about I argue about my own personal experiences?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, right? Because you can't argue with me about my.
Okay, can you please define what a transgender child is then, if that's what you're defending?
I'm not here to talk about definitions.
What is a transgender child, though?
I'm not here to talk about definitions.
Because that's what you're supporting.
I'm here to support people who are
like what is a transgender child? They can't answer that one simple question.
What attitude and this type of talking over somebody is not showing a collaborative attitude. It's not showing that we're sharing.
I know, but I can never get an answer.
That's because I'm not a definitions person. I think I let people define for themselves.
So you wouldn't be able to define what a woman is then either.
You can treat me like I'm an idiot.
Well, there's a dictionary definition for that. It's called an adult human female. These people, they've lost the plot. These people, they can't even.
Are used
okay, now see, this is where This is where we lose. This is where we lose. These people are lost the ability to define anything that makes any sense.
Do words work for us, or do we work for words?
Are you a university graduate?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for coming out.
All right,
Appreciate
it. You were actually very rude.
How?
You wouldn't listen to a word I said.
I listened to everything.
My personal experience with you, and you talked over me and tried to ask for definitions that I wasn't interested in giving.
Because you were going down the road, like if you're thinking there's transgender people.
If my personal experience does not matter to you,
but I can't. If you think there's people people can be born in the wrong body.
Out of a neutral stance to a fuck you stance.
Okay? Oh, did I?
What you just did.
Did I really?
You literally did.
Oh my God. What'd you say? Say it again.
Fuck you.
Say it again. That's the anti-hate coalition.
You're gonna take your little tabloid. You're gonna take your little bit where you enraged me because you talked over.
I didn't enrage any. I was just trying to work. What's going on here? She just lost the plot. What medication did you take this morning?
The plot is actually.
Did you take your medication this morning?
I'm not on medication.
Oh, you're not? But you just want the kids to be on medication.
I just want kids to not commit suicide because of people.
That is a bullshit lie. They're lying already. That's debunked. That's a lie. Straight out the bat, they're lying. Straight up a lie. That's all a lie. They're just mainstream media hooligans.
GCTV.